Good evening, everyone. I'm here to unfold another story about my journey at 267 Grand Street. This journey, I wanted to save it a little longer, but for some reason, I wanted to get into this part of it, because it's bothering me and I really need to get this story unfold. This is about a night I was at work and it was told to the end person that the manager was leaving. So upon T telling her that the manager was leaving, she asked her, would you like to take that position? She turned and replied and said yes, because she would fire all black people. She would fire all black. I was sitting right there, and if you drop a pin, you could not hear that pin if it fall on that ground, because no one had answered her. She turned around as if nothing has happened, and she continued her work. I was sitting there, very disturbed, very, very, very uncomfortable for that night working. I called another worker, because when I look again, I realized it was 3 against 1. It was 2 nurses, which is white, she who thinks she's white, and I'm the only black person again in this situation. So I decided I wasn't going to say anything that night, because it was 3 against 1, and I know the luck when it comes to me with 3 against 1. So I call a worker and I say to the worker, I said, the girl just said she would have fired all black if she has get the position as the manager for the floor. She would fire all black. I said, I don't like that. I'm working with somebody who discriminate black and does not like black. Anyway, I didn't say anything that night. I say to myself, I know the luck I have with managers. I know they always try to go around whatever I say, because, when I speak, my voice cannot be heard. So I decided I'm going to ask her a night when I feel I was comfortable. Why the reason for you to say you would fire all black? What is it about black that you dislike so much that you would fire all black? I went to work. I was there sitting down. I said to myself, well, I'm going to record this conversation, because I really want to know what she's going to say to me about why she said she would fire all black. So I wait till I think it was the appropriate time. I asked her, I said, I heard you say something the other night. I'm not quarreling with you. Why did you say that? Why you said you would fire all black? And listen to me, man. That girl, she gets so heated. She listen to me. She was like when you're beating the drum of a mighty sparrow, and that drum couldn't stop beating. She was on it and she started. And I said, I'm not quarreling with you. I just want to know, I was sitting here when you said you would fire all black, and I want to know why the reason you say such a thing. And listen to me. She blazed and she blazed and she blazed and she beat her drum. And then the next thing she does, she called the supervisor for the night shift. So when she called this supervisor, she went and she speak her side of the story. The supervisor came, she called me. I speak my side of the story. I go back and I sit down. Before we went to the supervisor, we called the charge nurse who was in charge. After we called the charge nurse, she called the charge nurse. The charge nurse came over and was trying to, to try to put it good, T came over and she was trying to put it good and said, well, maybe I heard she say something, but maybe it's near like that, but it's not like that. So I said, I know what I hear. I'm sitting 3 feet from this girl. T and R was sitting like 50 feet from where we were sitting, because they were talking across the room. When they asked her and they said to her, would you take the position? And she said, yes, because I would fire all black. Oh my God, that girl, that night, she was so upset now because she didn't realize I still, it was still bothering me. So she called the supervisor, and the supervisor talked to both of us. The next morning, she was in the office to the manager, and she took her side. I think they called me like a day after. And when they called me, I went and I speak my side. So they call T and they call R to the office, and all three are friends again. All three are best friends, right? So they call all 3 of them to the office and they put it together. And when the manager came to me, her reply was that she said she would fire all bad people. So I say to my manager, can you please play the camera that is outside there? Because there's a camera that is there, and I want to prove, because I know exactly what this young lady said. And this is not the first she's cutting against black people. And everybody knows it. Everybody on that floor knows that she does not like black people. So anyway, she said to me, the manager said to me, that the camera can only take pictures, but it has no sound. That's what she told me. The camera can take pictures, but this camera that is there, that is supposed to serve, that is supposed to protect if anything goes wrong to any staff or any patients, these cameras are not working, because nobody wants to prove what this young lady said, that she said she would fire all black, because this is a person who bring news to the office, who let other people get fired from time to time for their job. So nobody wants this girl to be in trouble, because they know that this girl doesn't, typically, she's the one that watch the black people and literally bring all the story to the office about black people and try to get all black people to leave the job as soon as they come. As soon as they arrive, she will bring news. If she doesn't like you, you got to go. So nobody decided to pay this camera. So anyway, I was there. My manager, she spoke to me. She asked me a few questions. I answered her. And then she said, well, she said she would fire all bad people. So, this is what she said. I said, okay, thank you guys. So they called us to the office and they said to us that, they want us to live good. They want us to be friends. I said, I have no problem talking to her. Once it's about my job, I will talk to her in a professional way, because this is my job. As long as it concerns my job, I have no problem talking to this young lady, as long as it pertaining to my job. So no one has dealt with that problem. Everybody just decided that this young lady said that, I have to believe that this young lady said she would fire all bad people, when I hear she said she would fire all black people. My manager said, camera's not working. They work, but no sound. You understand? So this girl get away with everything that you can think of. So guys, I want you to stay tuned to this page. Follow me on TikTok, on YouTube, and as I unfold, I just want to touch this topic just a little bit, because I have so much to share, because this is kind of weighing me down, And I really want to touch this topic about this young lady who would fire all black people and let all white people work in this 267 Grand Street, because she's the mother of 267 Grand Street. Stay tuned and have a blessed day.